run on this one. Okay? So, analytical epidemiology is one of the quantitative part of your FE, also related to your value stat because it examines the causal logic, proposes about its causal model of logic. So that means you see, this is one type of research in the process wherein you are looking at the prevention of the diseases, understanding the factor, aids in safety, effectiveness in the new drugs. So more or less, you talk about ANA-FE, that comes with here is your mga clinical yung mga testing. Okay? Clinical experimentation, because when you talk about ANA-FE, analytical FE, it's something to do with the data that has something to do with mga laboratory cases and experimentation. Okay? So what are the 7 factors that you can say the first study is truly analytical FE? One is who manipulates the exposure factor. It can be an observation, it can be an experimental, it can be a quasi, whatever your English basis is. So why do we have to discuss this? Because this is part of your research type. Kung mag-experimental ka mo, will it be a full-blown experimental? That means to say puro with experimental. So pure experimental has something to has different criteria to follow. Pag observational lang, sometimes ang nakatabo ni random assigned control confounding. So may remember pag ang inyong experiment, dapat may control pag may experimental mga factor. Because if 2 are not around, that means to say that's descriptive. Ang mga problema, magkaka-confuse is ang lower paper. Because when we talk about descriptive, you simply enumerate, you simply characterize. Dahil sometimes, in the process of characterizing and enumerating the characteristics of a factor, you are doing a lab, or you're doing some lab stuff. Kumbaga lab performance ka mo. So, say for example, you wanted to check on mga amount of acidity, you wanted to check on the quality or the characteristics of the, say for example, Acapulco, it's given already sa DOH. Acapulco is an antifungal. So kung ako nabing sabihan yung antifungal, you wanted to check if it has an antifungal criteria. Okay? So what do you do? Pag-check nyo, pag-test nyo, may harap ka muna pinag-test nga may antifungal, whatever. Tapos i-check nyo lang kung may present or negative, present or absence. That's not really experimental. It's simply identifying the presence of antifungal reaction or the absence of it. But if you dig deeper on this one, trying to compare and have, say for example, control delay na may antifungal medication, you have here your medical water, tapos you have here your Acapulco, then that becomes an experiment. But again, there are still criteria that we have to look into. Ang randomization is one. If it's a true randomized sample, then that's another category that you can say it's an experimental. Okay? But in quasi, if you cannot comply or you cannot satisfy all the criteria under experimental, 1 out of 4 na madulat, that means to say diretso na sa quasi. Okay? So, you have one. So, how many observations? Done once, that means to say that's a cross-sectional study. That's an ecologic study or a case control study. When you're doing more than twice, that's a cohort experimental. So why do we usually have experimental na 3 times? Ang tawag nila 3 repetition. So you have here vial 1 or dish 1, petri dish 1, petri dish 2, and petri dish 3. This is a 3 repetition, usually a standard number in the laboratory. It's a level, no with the professional level, but sa students, usually 3 repetitions for the experiment because we wanted to check if indeed there is the so-called standardization and normality of the result. Base matabo, you have year 1, you have year 1, and you have year 5. So what happens in here na as a petri dish 3 nyo, may 5 ka mo na use, while in here it's consistent with 1. So that's a question now in here. There, or 1.5, 1.8, then pagkatapos din yung 10 siya, yung palayo. That's why experimental research needs to have 3 replications. But when you talk about cohort, medyo sakit mo siya. This is one of the most expensive research type because it can last from 5 to 10 years. When you talk about cohort, you will be starting with a group of people, say for example, 1,000 people. Then after 5 years, after 10 years, you're expecting that you will still have 1,000. But sometimes you will fail this part because not everyone will be following through with the 5-year or 10-year process. Clear? So ako nila-important mahal na siya because you're going to conduct it for a longer period of time. Bantayan mo kung ang movements ng tao sundin na siya. So, sometimes ang ginahubra sa pharmaceutical, ginakontain na nila, may mga ginil-fakes na sila is ang natawag. So you have the laboratory rats, you have the lab rats. Then after the lab rats, based on the good clinical practice or the GCP, from the petri dish to the lab rats to the human rats, to the human guinea pigs. So before it can get into people na really mag-participate, you start first with the laboratory testing experiment. Then afterwards, you go with the human, something that has life, ano siyang rat. Later on, you will have the human individuals. So, ang kalabot sa human individuals because we have the so-called GCP or the good clinical practice. Try to open this one. If you're planning to do experiments, sometimes you need to have a certification. It's, if I remember, it's a 10-page quiz exam before you get your certificate. May basa ako ng material and then you take the exam and after that, produce on the certificate and that will be an attachment to your research. Because may mga researchers din kilala ng GCP. So if you wanted to get into experimentation, try to open it as early as now. Try to learn it and try to read those stuff. And later, sa inyong second year, mga summer na pa yung exam. Para pag third year nyo, may GCP na kamo ready to conduct research. Hindi na ako sala. Clear? Especially if you're planning to do some experimentation. Then you have your, what's the direction? That means to say, when you talk about direction, we have to look into that the direction of the study is something to do with, is very important because your direction means the way you can treat that data. Pakadto na siya, pabalik, hindi ka makuha. If retrospective, it means to say, this is the now, this is your future, this is your past. So if you're retrospective, this is the now, and then you move backwards. So that means from 2025, we're going to move back to 2020. So what happens here? If you're going to do the retrospective, you can do the case control, start with the person with the disease, and go back to the exposure. So if you wanted like the impacts that had happened in Iloilo and Bacolod or Negros, pwede na siya matrace ang aming tumatawag. And then later on, you na-trace back the contact tracing para sa mga pagtatapos ng COVID. How do you remember the contact tracing? Contact tracing is one of the technical abilities of the epidemiologists to be able to trace back and identify the source. So kung halin gabi naglaro ko sa Bacolod, south ka, magpuli mo sa south before you were infected, clear na pagaling mo, pagdating mo sa Bacolod, bumalik mo, infected ka, tatanong nila ang path mo. Hindi ka nagkadto, mapakolod ka, kasi makabalay nagkadto, sinong contacts mo, sinong tao na connect mo. So those people around you na may direct contact at tanawan who were positive during your exposure, and that can be the person na nag-carrier na infect ka. So that's your retrospective. That means to say, this is the now, you have no disease, but you're going to track and check on, hindi mo siya nagalit. But if you're going to get into prospective, what happens? These people now are healthy. So kung bagay healthy individuals, you will get, like, say for example, all 20-year-old male, female, completely healthy with a certification to the run check-up, wala sa any diseases, especially on specific disease. Say for example, no heart disease. After a 5-year study, what happens then? They have to trace back what are their lifestyle, kung yung mga categories sa lifestyle, ang stress level, ang sleep pattern, and then maybe ang food exercise. Sa lifestyle, food, exercise, sleep pattern. So tatlo. Tanong din. After 5 years, who develop heart problem? That's your perspective. So from the 100, say for example, we just got 10 people, and then you're gonna look into ano ang lifestyle sa tatlo yung nag-deviate siya from 100. Clear? That's your perspective. Okay? So a single point in time, snapshot na siya, that's what about cross-sectional. So these are just an overview of the different types of studies that you might be conducting. Because basically, ano niya siya ang mga usual papers na ito. Single point at least, so say survey, one-shot deal, one time, big time. Okay? So if you want to know the cases of PTB right now, conduct it at this point in time. Isa lang ka-run. After that, wala na. Hindi ka na magulat 5 years, hindi ka na magulat 1 year. Whatever happens, or whatever data you have present will be that. you are going to use at this time. So that's your cross-section. Okay? And then you have your methods of data collection. So, if you have existing or requires collection of new data or ecologic use of existing, when you talk about ecologic, I think it's a part of your ecological discussion that it will be across the globe. That means to say it's across Asia, it's across the globe, or depending, kumbaga continental, dagkuan na yung data niyo. Kumbaga, that's why when we were discussing early on what's the future of your biostatistics, it has something to do with big data. So you are crossing borders, you are looking into information across countries, across intercontinental, whatever that is, because big data now is something in the head. For the reason that we are really mobile, we are not transporting and moving around across. Kumbaga, hindi na nagtatambal ng Philippines lang siya. What have you noticed pag nag-shutdown ng airspace during COVID? Doon nag-stand still, wala liwo, wala sanan. Di ba na nakapamuway, nakalibutan. Then na-control more or less ang mga movements ng disease at mga infection. Because remember, anything that has something to do with movement means transporting also infection. Ang una, if you're familiar with the Hajj sa mga Muslims, every time Hajj, long Muslim pilgrimage, makalis na sa Mecca. Before, wala na sila na-require vaccine. But because of the incidences nga, halin sila, taga-Canada sila, pa-Mecca, sa pagbalik nila, may mga smokes na madala, may mga meningitis na madala. So what happens right now with the movement, may mga required vaccines every time may mga travel sila. So that is why ecologic data is also important in the process of doing your research. Now, when you have the timing of the collection, that's also retrospective, okay? What is the unit of observation? Are you going to look into the individual person? Per person kabala, you have 100, or you're going to take it as a whole. Ang ecologic, that means to say, are you going to take in the data like what the World Health is doing, Philippines, Japan, China, Korea, it's ecologic. But they're not looking into the whole of Asia. But they don't look at the individual Filipino, ay siya, masakit to, may amin siya mga problema. But they're looking at the whole of the Filipino community. So pag ang mga Filipino, usually ang Filipino, nagtibiyon. It's a nagtibiyon talaga yun, naman knowledge. Ang mga common, yung mga tapos sa mga nila, you go abroad, if you're a health worker, Pinoy ako ng first look, walang niya, wala pa yan, any laboratories, and diagnostic ang masala yung PTB. How would you know? Because we're Filipinos. Kaya ang ITA or PTB is there. And remember, if you get tested, more or less we get to be positive sa skin testing because we are exposed, we're highly exposed to PTB, whether we like it or not. And be careful sa mga older persons sa family, even though how clean your home is, because of their poor immune system, may isa is as a community or sa family, especially mga older person, maging positive. Pag about 70s, 80s, maski wala ng family member, clear ka mo, is ang kasigulangan ng PTB na for the reason that na-expose sa mga mall, na-expose sa public, gaka-apektuhan or gaka-infect siya. So do not be surprised right now we're looking into sabi mga paniwal of na mga old person. Mabasa nga, wala man kami family, wala man kami masasabihin, subdivision mo sa but remember, we're moving in a public space. So definitely, ang ginawa yan, ginawa mo man. Maginutok-ginutok na onan, perfect na siya. Okay? That's why it's nice ako. Personally, I really appreciate in COVID, after COVID, because you have now the legitimacy of using your mask on your own decision. Kung magpapalik ka mask anytime you want. Diba? If you would like to protect yourself or would like to protect people, kung naupo ka, kung binahaching ka, you can wear a mask to protect yourself also. Kung hindi ka comfortable sa crowd, you can just wear your mask. Hindi na siya gatabo. Hindi ka matulukon sa tao. Pero prior to COVID, we will mask itulukon sa tanan ng tao. Except for Japan and Korea who are very particular with that one. But sa Pilipinas, ang hindi uso sa akin yung mask. So just now lang, okay? Next one. Then observation and how available are the study subjects. This one we have been discussing already because when we talk about, it depends on the subject and ethical concerns. Diba, Balta, always take note of the resources and always remember the ethics that comes with your study. though how novel your study is, though how nice your paper will be with your topic, but hindi siya ethically sound, wala kang resources, might as well think over, think again, think twice. Okay? Kaya may mga limits dito ang katanungan. Right now, ang HIV sa lang sa secondary, you cannot get the primary information. So wala in contact sa mga people living with AIDS and HIV. So ang deal with them more or less secondary lang. So from the organization handling them, from the institution giving them the medications, mga retroviral, mga virus. Tapos pagkatapos pagkatag sila, ang may middleman, kumbaga, hindi ka pwede ka diretso. Privacy nila, grabe kataas. Okay? It's sensitive siya. Okay, so types of analytic epi, so we have discussed logic. It's a study in which the units of analysis operation are groups of people, geographic, pwede na siya. Ang Asia, di ba, may hierarchy East Asia, may Southeast Asia. So if you'd like to look into that, it comes in epidemiological study as part of the research that will do. So basta sa okay na epi study ka mo and you'd like to look at the global data, it's more on the data science, machine learning ang inyong gamitin. So how do you play around the information using this one? Okay? By doing so, kung pwede na siya siguro, anong pinakapansin mo sa Asia? Ang cross. Africa damo eh. Asa subong ang African, mga Sudan, damo dyan. Because there was one picture I saw from NGO, backward is the damo niya. Runway, hindi lang naman buslok pag hindi ako doon. Tapos yun lang yung paglabas sa walo sila sakay, 4 lang nilalaw, kaya 4 lang ang available seat. Di kami na airline nga, depende sa availability sa seat. Diba sa atin is may free ticketing ka na, may araw ka na, that means kung nag-book ka na, makasakay ka. Sa ilaw, walo sila mga international NGO, 4 lang masakay ka, 4 lang kung 6 available. Tapos gaya naman 3 hours, tapos ang na-delay ko ng aeroplano, kahit may hole, may buslok ka. Ilang air strip. So just imagine, so diba, you just try to look at those scenarios because that means that it has something to do with environmental health as well. The moment that you have those little problems transporting resources, that means to say accessibility is really poor. So no wonder why, okay? Then you have here your case control, as mentioned. So basically, when you talk about case control, you have your cases. Ang muna siyang tawag ng independent, di ba? Ang control staff will be your dependent variable, okay? So you have that. So defined with the presence or absence of a disease or outcome of interest. Those with outcome or disease, ang cases nyo. So those with outcomes or diseases, ang control nyo, yung have or absence. So may be taken from the hospital. So cases, ang mga positive sa disease of interest nyo. If you would like to have the dengue, ang dengue, pero subong, di ba, nasaka, subong, carefully that one because medyo nasaka, subong ang cases. And ang laway is, di ba, pag fever, pag fluctuate sa fever, mas fluctuate mo na yung tigat mo. Pag 180 na sa loob, 70 na sa loob, 40. Okay. Ang laway, pag di ba, you have your EMA, ang hematocrit yun, yung bantayan, ang WBC nyo, because that has some implications if in case yellow ay ang inyong values. So you have that. So say for example, here, ang aton nga cases will be persons with dengue. Then what will be happening sa control? Those people who doesn't have any dengue. So how would you know that? That means to tested, taken, ay negative dapat. So as far in the laboratory, things na yan. You have your manual water, define the gamit controls like with antibiotics siya. Okay? Then match case control study. What's the difference between regular case control over match?
May criteria.
Ano ito ha? So that means may matching siya yan. So ang case nyo, pag ang control nyo, they have the same characteristics. So if your case, or your control here, if you're talking about 20 to 30 male, 20 to 30 male man dapat siya. Okay? So tapos, if you are looking only for people residing in Bacolod, your case and control will be both traveling from Bacolod. At the same time, if you wanted them to be full Filipino, wala cross, breed or whatever, like full-blooded, is also something in our match control. Okay, so kung pwede ka mo ka-match, like sa birth or age, work, that means to say, pwede ka mo maging cohort, talaga yung medtech students, that's one cohort. Or school or education, kapag sa linguistic will be one cohort. Okay, so you have that. Then you have your case control retrospective, interview of cases and controls. You will be discussing more of the odds ratio, I think, sa FP nyo. You will be computing the odds ratio. Nakasuma na ka mo? Laka. You will be computing the odds ratio, the prevalence, the incidence rate. You will be
Nakasuma na ang attack rate, prevalence, incidence.
Prevalence, odds ratio.
Wala pag-urong ang match
You
ratio.
will be computing this. I don't know if kalabutan nyo ang mga yung mortality rate, maternal mortality rate. Because some of the rates or epidemiological data are really sensitive data that will tell you if what is the status of the health system of a community. What, for example, is your infant mortality rate, ang IMR nyo. Pagtaas ang inyong infant mortality rate, usually that tells you man daw ay ang health system. Why? Wala pa ba naka-12 months ang bata, wala naka 1 year, patay na. So that has something to do with the system. It's a reflection of the healthcare system of an institution or a community. So ang mga is ano mga indicators ang international like World Health, pinatanaw. Try to look at also the age, average age of survival. Mas lubo, kung gusto mo yung kailangan ni Gulang, katulad sa mga African nation, yung mga medyo very poor na country, because you're only reach as young as 40. May mga average na lifespan ng 40 to 50 lang. Pero kung mga nagkikabingay na countries, you can reach as old as 100 or more years. Have you heard about the Blue Zone community? We try to Google and check on the Blue Zone community because this is what they call the model for longevity. The Blue Zone countries. I think there was one in Greece, meron sa Japan, may harap sa US isa, forgot the other, may mga although are sa mga Mediterranean areas. They have a very good life expectancy and being 100 and plus years is just a normal stuff. Isa ka community, I think it was in Greece, yeah, pero yung mga middle, sa mga Mediterranean countries. Gapon sa together sila, tapos sila kabilog ang 100 plus years in one community. That's why in Silanio, you will be, if you try to look into sa mga odds ratio, mortality rate, they are being studied. That's why they are called the Blue Zone. Kaya internationally, kung mga ecologic data, they have seen a very good and promising information. One is the diet, second is the socialization. I think the diet has more on with the Mediterranean food. Fresh from the, and then usually from the community lang. That's the my processed food. And then they have a good socialization. That means to say they get go out, they get together, no, not much of the technology. And then they have a good sleep, sleeping hours. Ang stress level, yun naman sa panagal nila. At how we wish sana all makakamulan. Because you get to see really the balance of life nila. Okay? And some of those na mag-walk na ligid, or sa iba na ligid sa community nila. So that's your odds control. Then you have your case control. What's the advantage and the disadvantage? You have all the stuff to study. You can study, and we used to study low prevalence because case control po tayo natin nagta. Relatively quick and easy to complete because very few numbers lang din nila nagta. Okay, if you want to have the control of the case. Usually expensive, smaller numbers of subject. The disadvantage is measurement of exposure may be inaccurate because remember when you talk about the case, inaccuracy, common problem here is what were they exposed to before that disease. Base other than that, factors A and D, may factors C pa na confounding.